Welcome to Doozer Shop. It's Saturday. We're going to try and make some progress on the Covel cylindrical grinder I got taken apart here in the shop. Taken apart a lot of it, cleaning, found the problem with the oiling system. Let me show you where I'm at, and maybe I'll show you how I can make some progress here today. Alright, we love it. Alright, here we go. Going on walkabout with the camera. Alright. So, been doing a few things. It was nice last weekend. I was chainsawying some stuff. So, that's fun. And I always got to resharpen the fresh blade, fresh chain. I got this little cart out of the dumpster, and it's a jam-up little pipe stand cart. I think it was part of a bar feeder or something from a CNC lathe. But anyways, I need to make a more proper top. I threw this impromptu piece of OSB board on there, and so I've been cleaning it up. All the paint and grunge and grease, I got it all down to basically bare cast iron, and with the trough, with the coolant trough around there, it's hard to get at a lot of the stuff. So I've been using my little die grinder, and I got to get some more of these. This is the only wire brush I have that's this tiny. And of course, this takes a 1/4-inch shank. So that's pretty nice. I think Northern Tool has these. I'm going to get like maybe 4 more of these brushes. And one of the things that I like about this, I've had this forever. This is Astro Pneumatic. Astro Pneumatic, man, they're quality stuff. I put a little plug valve on there. That's actually from a DeVilbiss spray gun setup. And the reason I like it is because you can, regulate the speed down. Because, it uses a lot of air, and if you're not going whole hog on the thing, it helps. Or does that say Posh? I don't know what that says. Maybe it's not DeVilbiss. Yeah. P-A-S-H-E. That's such a cool valve. Look at the old script on there, right? When you have, a shop and you surround yourself with just cool tools, that valve, man, it makes it, everything I try to do is got to have some kind of cool nostalgia, whatnot, whatever. Okay, so there's that. Here's my other one I've been using. Just some of the tools that I use. This is an Atlas Copco. It's got a weird collet. It doesn't have a lot of range. The shanks need to be exactly 1/4-inch for it to fit. This thing, it's quiet. It's got a lot of power because it's got such a big motor. Anyhow, so that's what I've been working on, and that's how I clean my stuff. A whole bunch of brushes. There's those, and then I was sanding the casting with these little sander pads and da-di-da-da. So that's a good tip. So I just moved the parts washer back, and this is all clean. I got it hanging from my hooks. So that's the grinder head. The wheel goes on the other side. So there's like an oil pump in there and bearings, and like this thing is so nice. It's not ball bearing. It's lubricated like, they're like insert bushings like an engine with 4 pinches instead of 2 pinches. But anyways, like I said, that's clean. That's been clean. What I wanted to show you is this, okay? Let's take this out. This is the rack. And I want to flip the rack over, okay? And the reason is this. Whoa, what's that? Well, the gear for the rack goes in and out, engages a sliding gear engagement because when you put the hydraulic table feet on, you pulled the thing out and it, disengages. And the teeth aren't too badly worn as far as the profile, but it's this engagement thing here. If you look at it from that side, you'd never know because the profile is not too terrible. But so what I'm going to do is flip this guy over, right? And when I flip it over, see, down here is beautiful. So I'm going to flip it like that. So it's got 2 dowel pins, roll pins, and number 1024 Allen head, socket head cap screws. And I already pushed the pins out this side. Usually they're sticking out the other side. But this is only a 1/2 inch thick. And these are pocketed down, counterbored down almost a 1/4 inch, like 220 thousandths. So to put counterbores on the other side, it might put a thin area in there. And I don't know how flat I need it. If there's space in between the table and whatever, but so my solution to putting flat, well, I'm actually going to use flathead screws, not countersunk socket head cap screws. So what I did is try to move slow because the camera, it doesn't focus when I move fast. So I purchased some flathead screws, right? So I need to take that rack over to the mill and put some counter sinks, whereas they used to be counterbored from the other side. So that will allow me not to get into the thin area, from the counterbore. So this is what they used to be. Come on, focus. Yeah, they used to be just a regular socket head cap screw, but I'm going with the flathead with that rack situation. So let me get that set up and make some headway so I can flip it over. I already checked it. It fits on the bottom. The rack goes underneath the table. That's why it's sitting so nice and flat. It doesn't sit flat with the rack on there. So I pushed the roll pins through and flipped it around, and all the bolt holes line up, all 4 screw holes line up. So they drilled it. They made it on a jig or something because they didn't just haphazard drill it in place, is what I'm trying to say. So that's nice. I can flip it over, all the screw holes line up. Awesome. So I'm gonna set that up and work on that right now.